What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Jared, aka Jared Go Crazy. I just unlocked the Interstellar Camo MW3. Here are my best tips and tricks on getting gold camo the fastest and most efficient way possible. So as you start your camo grind journey, you'll start to notice that the first thing that really takes the most time is leveling up your guns. So that's what I'm gonna talk about first, how to level up your guns faster. First way is just simply use double XP tokens while playing multiplayer. You can use double XP tokens as you get them through the battle pass, you get them through random events, all types of stuff. You should check your tokens tab to see if you have them right now. The second way is to take advantage of any double weapon XP events. At the time of recording this video, there's currently a double battle pass, double XP, and double weapon XP event going on. Definitely take advantage of that. And the third way, which is the best way of all, is to use a double XP while in zombies. This is going to be the fastest, quickest way for you to level up all your guns really quick. How to level up your guns really fast in zombies is you drop in, you load in, find an outlets contract, go to the location, activate the pod at the location, step out of the building that you're in so that it doesn't track progress towards the contract, because we don't want to complete the contract. Find where the zombies are spawning and just farm them until you get to max level, you know? Another tip and trick when it comes to double weapon XP is while I have a double XP active, I would try to level up every single gun that I can while that XP is active. For example, we have a double XP event constantly right now. I would level up every single gun right now while this is going on so that I can just focus on challenges after every gun is leveled up. All right. Now we're going to go through every single weapon class and highlight any camos that were particularly weird or difficult and give specific tips and tricks for those camos. I would first like to say every single weapon class has the exact same gold camo specifically. They all might have slightly different base camo challenges, but the gold camo in particular is the same for every single weapon. With that being said, the gold camo challenge for the SVA is get 3 operator kills in 1 mag 10 times. Yes, you can use the biggest mag. For example, if I go back here, you can use a 60 round mag and get 3 kills in 1 mag. However, this will be way easier if you played a mode called hardcore. Say it with me. Hardcore is the way to go with anything that is dealing with a certain amount of kills in 1 mag. Next, we have battle rifles. For a lot of these challenges, they are worded very weirdly. A good example of that is one of these base camo challenges for the BAS-B. It says, get 10 kills while using a magnification scope with the BAS-B. Now, your question might be like, what is a magnification scope? A magnification scope is basically any sight. You can use the slate reflector, the MK.3 reflector. Those are still 1x magnification scopes, so those would count towards this challenge. You don't have to use a 2x, 3x, 4x, anything like that. You can just simply use anything that's not an iron sight or tac stance and get this challenge done. Moving on to the gold camo, it is the same exact gold camo as the AR. Say it with me. Do this in hardcore. Do not do this in core, as it will take you way more time. Please. All right, moving on to the SMGs. One specific base camo challenge I want to highlight here is to get 10 kills while your opponent is affected by your tactical with the striker. For this challenge in particular, I would definitely use stuns, as they are the easiest to affect the opponent and they have the most effect on your opponent. What I mean by this is if you use flashes, your enemy can turn flashes. So you might be throwing a flash, thinking that they're flash, and they're not flashed at all, and you're not getting progress on this challenge. When I would use the stuns, I would sit behind a cover, throw a stun, go back behind my cover, wait for the stun to pop, swing the enemy, and shoot them. That's how I would approach this challenge right here. Moving on to the gold camo, it's just simply getting 10 kills without the enemy damaging you with the striker. Again, this is one of those weirdly worded ones, because when I first saw this, I thought this was 10 kills without the enemy damaging you. No, it's 10 kills without the enemy damaging you with the gun that you're currently on. So for all the SMGs, for example, if you're on the WSP9, you have to get 10 kills without the enemy damaging you with the WSP9. All right, next we have shotguns. A base camo challenge on the shotguns that I wanted to highlight is get 15 double kills with the shotgun. I would play specifically Rush 24/7, as enemies are so close to you and you fight so many people that it's so much easier to get double kills with shotguns or any weapon in general. Moving on to the gold camo, you got to get 2 kills after shortly sprinting in 1 life. The best way I would do this challenge is I would make sure I have auto sprint on. I don't know if this means shortly after tag sprinting or sprinting. I would assume that if it was tag sprinting, they would have said tag sprinting, but I think this is just strictly sprinting. One tip I have for this is making sure that you have auto sprint on. If you don't know how to turn that on, you're going to go up here to the setting wheel right here. Click it. You can search auto. Oop, I can't type. You're going to search auto, and it's going to be the first 2 options that pop up. If you're a controller, you want to click this one. If you're on keyboard and mouse, you're going to click this one. By default, it's going to be off, so making sure that you have automatic sprint checked is the way to go for this challenge for sure. All right, moving on to the LMGs. The first base camo challenge I want to highlight is you have to get a certain amount of penetration kills with LMGs. For this, I definitely tried to find the maps High Rise and Scrapyard, as you can shoot through the fences of those maps and get easy penetration kills with high visibility. Another thing that you might want to try out that I didn't do is going into hardcore terminal 24/7 and shooting through the plane windows to get wall bangs or penetration kills. The reason why I say hardcore is because if you shoot through the window with the first bullet and you end up killing the enemy with your 5th bullet, it's not going to count as a wall bang, as that cover that you're shooting through is already gone. It's no longer wall bang, right? So you want to make sure you go to hardcore where it's a one-shot kill, shoot through the window, and get easy wall bangs like that as well. Moving on to the gold camo, you have to get 2 kills without releasing the trigger a certain amount of times. Obviously, you want to use the biggest mag in your gun, but you also want to try to find areas where there's high concentration of enemies so that you have a greater chance of probably getting 2 kills in that short amount of time. A mode, for example, that really helps with this is playing Rush 24/7, as there is a high concentration of enemies everywhere. Right, moving on to the Marksman Rifles, the base game challenges on this one are pretty straightforward, and the gold challenge is pretty straightforward as well. You just have to get 10 kills while using a laser attachment. You can use any laser attachment, doesn't matter if it's hip fire attachment or ADS attachment. Use laser attachment, get 10 kills, you got gold camo on this gun. All right, now we're on the snipers. Basically what challenge I want to highlight for the snipers is get 3 kills in 1 magazine 10 times. Say it with me. Hardcore. I know what you're saying. Snipers one shot. Why do you need to go to hardcore? We all have gotten a hit marker on some BS in core while using a sniper. Hardcore just make it that much easier for you to get this challenge done, as you don't have to worry about hit markers at all, basically, you know? I would definitely recommend using hardcore while trying to go for this challenge. For the gold camo challenge, you got to get 10 kills while focused down sights. For this, I would just make sure that your focus is bind. It should be. It's the same bind as your tag sprint. So whatever button you tag sprint with, that's the button you're going to press while you're ADS. Let's make sure that this is a button that is easily accessible while ADS. Next, we have pistols. I want to highlight this basic camo challenge, not because it's difficult, but because this is another weird wording. It says get 10 kills while moving with the Core 45. This does not mean 10 kills while you're like jumping and stuff like that. So if you're used to jumping while shooting, those won't count with this. You have to be on the ground and just moving or strafing. You'll see similar challenges to this where they say get 10 kills while strafing. Strafing and moving mean the same thing. They use it interchangeably with these challenges. Another example of how they word it weirdly. The gold challenge is get 10 kills without the enemy damaging you with the Core 45 or whatever pistol you're using. This is the same thing as the SMG challenge, same exact thing. All right, now we're moving on to the grenade launcher. I would definitely recommend hardcore for this. For both challenges. The first challenge is you have to get 25 kills with the rocket launcher or the grenade launcher. Definitely recommend hardcore. With this one, you have to get direct impact kills, which is definitely, you have to do this in hardcore. I would recommend hardcore rest 24/7, as most enemies are in closer range of you, and it's simple to get direct impact kills. You'll probably be trying to shoot your gun, and you'll recognize that you'll just be accidentally getting direct impact kills just because it's that easy. So yeah, definitely recommend hardcore rest 24/7. All right, next is the knives. The first challenge is you gotta get 50 kills with a specific knife. I would recommend using a riot shield. I know we all hate them, but it makes it so much easier to run around with a knife if you have a riot shield on your back. I recommend using a riot shield, and you'll find kills come very easily. Just get close to the person, knife them, you know. You move super, super fast, so, you know, it's time to have some fun and just run around the map all day. Moving on to the gold challenge, you have to get 10 kills while your enemy is affected by your tactical. Same thing as the SMGs, use stuns, play cover. It is a little bit tougher because you can't shoot them from a further distance, but it's definitely doable, especially with that riot shield on your back. All right, thank you for watching the video. I guarantee if you take some of these tips and tricks and apply them, you'll get your guild camos way faster. If you have any other questions about any specific challenge, you can ask me directly in my Twitch chat or comment section under this video. And again, if you made it this far, you're a real one. I appreciate you. Have a good day.